Okay, so let's start off with a little room tour. Nice chandelier, nice comfy bed. Got a little desk over here, and over here is all the painting stuff. Bathroom, pretty luxurious. You know, toilet and bidet in there, shower in here, and then a big tub, which has been nice just to soak my legs in hot water after walking for anywhere from 5 to 7 miles. And in the entryway is my little art gallery. So I have the 2 paintings that I've done so far. That was the first painting I did, and then this one over by Notre Dame. Okay, so I've been preloading my palette before I go paint. I do bring ultramarine and titanium white in case I run out, but preloading has been really nice. Obviously then I don't have to carry around, you know, a bunch of paint tubes. All right, Edward Hopper, Pizarro, and other painters have painted from this very location. I'm pretty sure Hopper was like right here. Like he kind of cut off the painting about right there and just focused on the building here, which is part of the Louvre. But I think I'm gonna paint over here because I want to include more of the bridge going in. Also, I want to include the shadow portion along the side of the building. And if I'm further this way, then the tree obscures that shadow. As usual, I've got my 14 by 18 inch panel. I talked about what I packed on Patreon link down below. But yeah, I packed 3 panels in a wet panel carrier, and I'm using like a big rolling suitcase. All my painting stuff fit in there, no problem, and I just bought the odorless mineral spirits and the liquid when I got here. All right, so I am going to get started. It's actually a really warm day today in Paris. Like walking over here, I was thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna cook. But fortunately, this portion of the quay here is in shadow, and it's really beautiful and really comfortable. So I'm excited to get started. So I'm gonna tone with burnt sienna, just thinning with odorless mineral spirits. This will give the panel a nice warm glow. Okay, so as I've mentioned many times, my sketch is just to get the big elements in place. Obviously we've got the building here, the Louvre, we've got a tree here, and then the bridge. I decided to put the water line at the third using rule of thirds. And I tried to avoid having, you know, this side of the building directly in the middle of the canvas or the panel, but I don't think it really matters. Again, this building is kind of on a third as well, using rule of thirds. So before I start getting into any kind of details, I just like to do a really fast sketch to see if, you know, if this is worth developing. And I think it is, so I'm gonna keep going. Okay, so added a little bit more detail and suggested shadow shapes here. There's a nice shadow on the right hand side here, and then obviously shadows under the arches. Alright, so the dark portions of the shadow under the bridge are kind of a blue-green color actually. So I'm using ultramarine and burnt sienna. And I can adjust these colors later. But just want to establish a dark to, you know, so I can establish the lighter values right along the bridge here, which seem to be like a lighter blue color actually. Next I'm going to mix a color for this part of the bridge right here, and it's definitely lighter and warmer. Right, I'm using ultramarine and some yellow ochre to kind of make a warm bluish gray. And it's got to be darker than the dark portion but lighter than the sky. Alright, so as I mentioned, the values in this area are really important. So I want to establish the sky value and color, which I'm using titanium white and phthalo, just a touch of phthalo. You know, so that's going to be really light. This is dark, this arch here, and then this portion in here is going to be maybe a mid value. Okay, so here's where I stopped. And I stopped filming because honestly I was overwhelmed. I just was like, I've got to focus on this painting. There was just so much to do. And mostly like in the building, the details, just deciding how much detail to do. So I took a number 2 synthetic flat and I kind of painted in the windows. And then also I did that thing where I, you know, made a dark sort of, you know, shadow at the top of the window and at the side to kind of make it look three-dimensional. And I wanted a lot of variety in the you know, in temperature. Like on the bridge you can see there's little bits of warm and cool in the shadows. So anyway, there's some cleanup to do, but overall not bad. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you'd like to see some extra videos and help support the channel, there's a Patreon link down below. Also, I have a show at Studio Gallery right now. A lot of people ask, how can I purchase your work? This is the best time to do it. The show consists of like my favorite plein air paintings, actually my favorite paintings, period, from the last year. So, and there's over 35 paintings. I will put a link down below to the show at Studio Gallery if you want to check it out. Other than that, stay creative and I'll see you guys in the next video.